Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Ito ay nangangailangan ng patnubay at gabay ng magulang para sa mga batang manonood.
Warning. The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
By Dastard 82. People started falling from the sky by the close of the decade. They were never clothed, always naked, always a petrifying grin on their faces. It had been just few and at first, but then hundreds and thousands would fall at a time, destroying cars, homes, blocking off highways. Strange discoveries were made upon research. They were human, but lacked any blood, intestines, even a heart. No one could explain the hideous grins they had, or even where they came from. It was a woman in Costa Rica who made the latest and the most disturbing discovery. She recognized one of the fallen bodies as a long-dead relative, one who died back when she had been a teenager. Then more and more identifications were made. Soon people were picking out their long-dead loved ones amongst the video feeds, cadaver piles, and crematoriums. No one could explain why they were coming back, falling from the sky. Even more distressing, after disposing of the bodies, it wouldn't be long until the same body came plummeting from the sky again. You could not get rid of them, no matter what. People were getting killed by the higher volume of falling bodies, and soon after burial they too began to fall. My mother was killed when a body landed on her car, crushing her. The next week, the news reported on a body that had gotten lodged in an airplane windshield. I saw my mother's grinning face, the happiest I had ever seen her. They say when hell is full, the dead shall walk the earth. What about heaven? The Happiest Day of My Life by Recludus. I watched as soon-to-be a father-in-law held his daughter's hand as he walked down the aisle. Tears streamed down his face as the wedding march played in the background, reminding him that in a few minutes he would be watching me hold his daughter's hand and slipping on her ring. He walked up to the altar and took hold of her hand, grinning from ear to ear. It was the happiest day of my life. My bride's father got down on his knees and started begging, "Please, I did what you asked. Just please give my daughter back." I glared at him. "Shut up and stop ruining the moment. If you sit back and enjoy the ceremony, maybe I'll tell you where I've hidden the rest of her body." Hidden by Kemapok. "Where are you?" I screamed, panic. I ran through the abandoned farm. I cannot find her, not in the old house, not in the barn. I ran into the empty field, heart racing. As I scanned the area, I ran onto the mound of dirt and tripped, sprawling to the ground. Getting up, it hits me. Abandoned farm. I tripped over the freshly tilled earth. Crouching down, I started frantically clawing with my hands, scooping hands of dirt. I hit something hard. Wood. "Are you in there?" I cry. Pressing ear to the wood, I hear muffled cries. I start digging again, but I realize it's taking too long. Looking around, I see a garden shed. I sprint to it, ripping the door open. I see a shovel still kicked in dirt. Probably the same one that bastard buried her with it. I grab it, I running back, I start digging with purpose. Soon the wooden box is exposed. I toss the shovel and rip open the crate. She stares back at me, eyes wide, bound, gagged, but alive. I sigh with relief. Thank God I reach into my bag, pulling out my rag and chloroform. I crush down, placing it over her face. She struggles, faints. I toss her over my shoulder. "Ah, hell," my brother says as I walk back to the truck with a smirk. "You found her." "Yup, you almost had me too." I laugh. "All right, my turn. Where did you put her?" I gesture to the creek area. "Somewhere over there. Drowning an issue though." "Jerk," he says, running off. I smile, watching him go. I love adult hide and seek. My favorite support group by. I pause at midnight. "Look, I'll be the first to admit I'm in a complete bastard. I'm also lazy. I'm only here to find the idiot, because there was always an open idiot. This support group is pretty typical. We connected online, decided on a quiet place, and now we're all sitting cross-legged in a circle. Real kumbaya crap. Jerome takes the lead, pouring everyone a cup of tea as she starts talking. I'm Jerome. You can drink your tea, but only after explaining why you're here. I'll start. Jerome tells us he's never been in love. I can see why. The guy's ugly as sin. He sipped his tea with mousy chickpeak. Next, Miu, she says. My parents, short and sweet, no blubbering. Gotta marry Miu. She probably not the idiot. Next to talk are a legless veteran, a broke businessman, a needle track junkie, and a diseased old crone. Then it's my turn. I'm an ass. Everyone hates me. I take a loud, annoying slurp of oolong as the fat kid with the black eye goes next, telling his boring fat kids up. Story afterwards, we're all sitting quietly when Jerome kneels over. Then Miu's eye roll back and she slumps forward. Only the fat kid reacts. What's happening? He whines. I thought this was a suicide support group. Found the idiot. It is, I say, spitting out my mouthful of tea. They support it. No one wants to die alone, kid. Oh, how the ghost white he turns, looking into his cup. I love it. These suicide meetups are the saddest dream. And I never have to lift a finger. Told you I'm a lazy bastard. While limb tree by, I pause at midnight. Little Emily vanished last year. Now they're pouring new sidewalks in my neighborhood. And I found her name in the wet cement. Written in remembrance, but it was written in reverse and from below.